Spirituality means waking up. Your life was meant to feel good, and you are a free spirit. Through the practice of yoga, you can awaken that spirit and create more joy, more energy, and more freedom in your life. Welcome to Bodhi Yoga. This practice is called Yoga to Awaken Your Spirit and Create More Freedom. This is a really simple practice where we're going to be doing some spinal movements, waves and wiggles to awaken this energy. According to the yoga traditions, that we have this energy inside us which is kind of lying dormant, and we can manipulate certain postures, asanas, and awaken that energy. And it's the best buzz in the world. Trust me, I took a lot of drugs in the past. Nothing beats this kind of buzz, this natural buzz that we've got inside, this energy. And when it clicks, it really clicks. So by the end of this practice, you're going to feel more relaxed, calmer. And all you need to do is let go. The energy will start to rise up. And if you practice this on a daily basis, it will change your life. So first, like any practice, we're going to start with a little 1-minute meditation. And at the end of the practice, we'll take a couple of minutes just to lay in Shavasana and just really reap the benefits and the rewards of this energy moving around your body. Like I say, it's the best buzz in the world. You've really got everything you need inside you. Okay, so what I'd like you to do, just for one moment, we'll go into a little meditation so we can ground ourselves and be here now. We're not in the head thinking about stuff. We're in the practice together. So close your eyes. And just start to breathe in through your nose. Exhale through your nose. And just relax. Arrive in this space with me now. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, surrender. You haven't got to do anything for the next 30 minutes. You haven't got to be anywhere. This is your time. Just be here now and let go. Just breathe and focus on that breath. And you might notice your mind is wandering, you're thinking about stuff, there's stories going on in your head. It's natural, it's okay to think. But just be a witness to that. Stop following those thoughts and start following your breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, relax. And just take a moment to scan your body from the top of the head. Relax the neck, loosen the shoulder blades, let go of any tension. Take your focus down the spine, relax your spine, breathing in and out. And feel your hips and your bum cheeks grounded on the floor. As you exhale, sink deeper into the earth and relax your legs, your knees, your ankles. And let's just take one moment to meditate. Inhale and exhale, let go. And then just take a moment to bring your hands into Namaste, into prayer position. Hands are together in front of your heart. And I'd like you to set your intention for your practice. Why are you here? Maybe you want to feel more energized. Maybe you want to feel more relaxed. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Set your intention now. Amazing. And then just let that intention go. Hand it over to the universe. And then open your eyes when you're ready. Now we begin our physical practice. Okay, so first thing that we're going to do is just a couple of warm-ups. Inhale the arms up over the head. Exhale the left hand down to the left side and just take a nice stretch over. Make sure that that right knee stays down and you're stretching through those fingers. And you're opening up your chest. You want to create length in the hip here and the rib cage as you inhale. Breathe into the space that you've created. As you exhale, let go. Nice. Inhale, rise up. Come over to the opposite side. Right hand comes down, nice big stretch. Again, bring that shoulder back. Keep that knee down, the left knee. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, relax. And then we're going to go over to the other side one more time. Maybe this time you can bring the elbow down to the floor. Take it a little bit deeper. Inhale. Enjoy that breath. Exhale through your nose. Inhale, rise back up. Stretch high. Exhale over to the right side. Last time. Big stretch over. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Nice. Inhale, rise up. I want you to really stretch those arms up. And they're going to bring your left hand to the right knee and the right hand behind you. So you just take a nice little twist behind you. So look over the right shoulder. Take a moment to breathe here. Try and keep a straight spine. We'll just take a couple of breaths. So we're already working with the spine, twisting the spine, releasing the energy. And when you're ready, release. Inhale, arms go up. Right hand comes to the left knee, left hand goes behind you. Look over the left shoulder. Just take a nice twist. Nice deep breaths in and out through your nose. And inhale, arms go back up. We'll do one more in this position. Literally bring those hands down to the floor. And maybe this is where you are. Maybe this is very tight and tense for your spine. Maybe you can walk your fingers forward a little bit. If you can, bring your forehead, your third eye down to the ground. And the forehead, third eye is all about connecting to your imagination, your creativity. We're going to take 5 breaths. So even if you're here and you can feel the stretch, this is your edge. This is great. The more you practice, obviously, the more flexible you're going to become. And you're aiming to bring that forehead towards the floor. And now breathe. Breathe into your spine. There's a liquid in your spine called the cerebral spinal fluid. And we want to help it flow freely. It's just like water. So just breathe into your spine. And allow that water to flow up and down. Couple more breaths. Relax your neck. Nice. Just one more. Inhale. And exhale through the nose. And then the next inhale, slowly make your way up. Bringing yourself up. We're going to come into a tabletop position. So all fours come to the front of your mat. Hands are going to be directly underneath your shoulders. Knees are directly underneath the hips. You can untuck your toes or you can tuck them, whatever you feel more comfortable with. And like I said, this practice is about waves and wiggles, all right? So we literally want to awaken the energy the spine. So first of all, we're doing a normal cat-cow where we tilt the pelvic back and we inhale, look up. As we exhale, we suck it in, round the spine, push the floor away. Inhale, suck it in, look back, look up. Exhale, come back in. Keep on going. Close your eyes to make it a nice bit deeper for you, your practice. Go inside your body. Nice. Inhale, look up. 2 more. Exhale, suck it in, round your spine. Amazing. Then just come to a neutral position, okay? So pay attention here. We're going to inhale the right hand forward and point the left foot backwards. So really point the toes like a ballerina. So point, 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 stretch. As you exhale, the right elbow touches the left knee. For 5, inhale, stretch. Exhale for 4. Inhale, the left hand is pushing the floor away so you're stable. 3. Inhale for 2. Inhale, exhale, hold it here for 5, 4. If you're wobbly, it's okay. 2, 1, and release. Right hand comes down. We'll switch straight over to the other side. Inhale, left hand goes forward, right foot goes backwards. Point those toes, suck your belly button in. Big stretch. Right hand is pushing the floor away to create that foundation. Exhale, left elbow to the right knee for 5. Inhale. Exhale for 4. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale for 2. Last one, promise. Inhale. Exhale, hold it. Push the floor away for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Shake out your wrists if you need to. Just get a nice little bit of energy back into the wrists. So now we're going to do some waves. And it's a bit of a tricky one. It took me a while to get this. I saw this on an Instagram video and I started to practice it and it feels really good. And it really releases the energy in the bottom. So what we're going to do is kind of like cat-cow, but a little bit different. As you inhale, you're going to tilt the pelvic under. So suck your belly button in and you'll shift your weight forward, just like that. So maybe you can practice that first. So suck the belly in, shift the weight over the hand. Now, as you come backwards, you tilt the pelvic back and you look up. Come back like that. So inhale, exhale. Makes sense? Inhale. And take your focus and your awareness into the spine. Tilt the pelvic, suck the belly button in as you go forward. Look up, arch that back, push the bum back slightly. And in the end, you want to close your eyes and just feel the movement inside. Feel your spirit moving, the self, the essence inside. So you're not thinking about it, you're just moving. And this is our first wave. And you can exaggerate it a bit more. Come further backwards, go forward, start to feel it. Really arch that spine. Enjoy it. Look up as you go back. Tuck your chin as you go forward. And it doesn't really matter what you look like, yoga. It's about what you feel like. There's no competition. It doesn't matter how flexible you are, the size or the shape of your body. Yoga is an inner workout, and it's just how you feel good. And it's all about releasing all of these stories in the head so we can start to live from the spirit and that buzz inside. And when you're ready, come back into a normal tabletop position. Untuck your toes, and I want you to come into your first downward facing dog. Okay? And just start to pedal your feet out. Downward facing dog means you're pushing the floor away. And just start to pedal your feet out. Beautiful. Now we're going to do the same thing again, the wave, but this time from a downward facing dog. And it's going to be a little bit harder, a little bit trickier, but you've got this, all right? And if you can't get it this time, you can come back to this video and practice again with me. So we suck the belly button in, tilt the pelvic forward, bring the body forward above the arms, above the hands, And then as we bend the knees, tilt that pelvic back, we look up. So it's a little bit tricky, but try and practice it. Suck it in, forwards, push the weight forwards, kind of like a high plank. And then you look up, tilt the pelvic back. So it's like this, and like this. Close your eyes if you can get into it. And breathe. Take the focus and the awareness into the wave in the pelvic. Focus on your breath. Every movement is directed and guided by every breath. So you inhale, come forward. Exhale, head goes up, bend those knees, come backwards. Just do a couple more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, backwards. You might starting to feel the heat, a little bit hot. And now I can feel myself warming up. And then when you're ready, slowly come back down onto your knees. Shake out your hands. Come back to your breath. Amazing. Untuck the toes, downward facing dog. And like I say, today's practice is just about those waves and these wiggles. What I'd like you to do now is just to wiggle. So drop the hips over to one side, like a skier going down a mountain. Inhale, switch. Over to the opposite side. Keep going. Inhale. And exhale. Don't touch the floor, but bring that hip all the way down. And now freestyle any movement that you want. So maybe you want to come forward, rotate the hips and the pelvic. Maybe you want to do an upward facing dog. Shoulders are back into a downward facing dog. What feels good for you? I'm just going to take 1 minute to move any direction you want to move. This is all about waking up that spirit, that energy inside. If you want to close your eyes, move around, close your eyes, releasing the energy in your body now. If you want to do some more waves, keep doing more waves. Focus on the breath. Beautiful. Another 10 seconds, just moving around, dropping those hips maybe side to side, lifting those feet up. Just getting out all those clinks and clicks and clunks inside the back, just creating space so the energy can flow more freely. Nice. Beautiful. Inhale back into downward facing dog. Well done, guys. When you're ready, inhale the right leg up. Exhale the right foot forward. If you can't bring your foot forward to the front of the mat and you end up here, just pick it up. Bring it forward. Drop that back knee. Untuck that back toe. Inhale, rise up. Arms go high. Now I want you to tilt the pelvic under, so you've got a nice spine. So tilt the pelvic under, then you push the hips forward. Maybe you can just drop back slightly. Arching the spine. Maybe you tilt your chin up. We'll take 2 breaths here. If you feel wobbly, so good. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Next inhale, release. You're going to stretch out the hamstring. So pull your hips towards the back and point the toes up as high as you can. But you're not sitting on that back heel. You're up, pushing the right heel down to the floor. Stretches out this right hamstring. Walk your fingers forward and then just drop your body into the middle of the mat. The intention is to bring the third eye, the forehead, towards the mat. Chances are you won't get there because it really intensifies the stretch in this hamstring. So go to your edge, point your toes, flex them back towards that knee. Take a breath. Nice, lovely stretch. Again, releasing the energy up to that lower spine, allowing this fluid to flow, this energy to move around the body. Inhale, come back up. Right foot back, downward facing dog. 1 more. Inhale, left leg up. Same thing on the other side. As you exhale, bring that knee close towards your chest, and then gently, softly, quietly place that left foot down, untuck your back toes. As you inhale, rise up. But before you arch back, tilt the pelvic. You want to protect your spine. Then you can push forward and arch back. Take a couple of breaths here. Stay with your breath. Breathe. Nice. And when you're ready, release. Same thing again. Pull those hips backwards. Point the left toes up towards the sky. Walk your fingers forward. Flex the left toes towards the left knee. And then drop your forehead down towards the mat. Take a couple of breaths here. And enjoy the sensations. The stretching sensations in that left hamstring. Nice. And then when you're ready, bring that knee back and downward facing dog. Beautiful. So you're just going to walk your feet towards the front of your mat and place your knees down for one gentle back bend. Option, if it hurts your knees, is to roll your yoga mat up once, maybe twice. Okay? And then you place your knees down, come into Camel Pose about hip width distance apart, or two fists. So you put your fists like that, come into the Camel Pose. Now the idea here, rather than just to drop backwards, is to push the hips forward. Imagine those hip sockets, the front of those hip sockets are against the wall and you're pushing forward. Option is to bring your hands onto the backs of the hips, palms facing up, palms facing down, or you can just grip your hips like this. And you're going to inhale, get nice and tall through the crown of your head. Exhale, just drop and open up the thoracic, the top half of your back, because the back bends also open up the heart. This is where this fluid is, in that cerebral spinal fluid in your back. This is option one. If you feel comfortable, you can go to option two, where you grab your heels and then you just drop back. Now make sure you're not falling down like this. Whether you're in option one or option two, you're not leaning back. You want to be pushing your hips forward. And imagine, like, if I let go of my heels now, if I'm in option two, I would spring forward because I'm trying to push up and arch my back. Make sense? So really, really pushing yourself up. The heart goes towards the sky. Option one or option two, you're pushing yourself forward. Hips are forward. Breathe in, and maybe you can tilt your head back. Open up the front body, the chakra system. Opening up the neck. The throat chakra, it's all about clear communication, speaking up for yourself, expressing yourself, breathing in and out. One more breath. Amazing. Very slowly, safely, hands on the hips. If you're in option two, bring yourself back out. Everybody's going to meet in a child's pose. My favorite pose, coming down into that child's pose. Unroll your mat if you folded it up. Forehead towards the floor. Bring your knees together. Take the forehead down towards the floor. Connect with your imagination and your creativity. Arms are down by the side of the body. Palms are facing up. Now breathe into your spine and be aware of any sensations now in your back. Just relax. Slowing down our practice. Smooth inhale. Steady exhale. And surrender, slowing down, letting go. And just one more breath. And exhale. Nice, guys. When you're ready, inhale, rise up. Okay, going to come into one more final position before we do our Shavasana. So we're going to come into Straddle Pose. Again, this is really good to release the energy and even the emotions that are stored and blocked in the hips. I remember when I went to my first yoga class and a lady was talking about emotions in the hips. I was like, yeah, whatever. I was a proper lad, proper geezer. And she was talking about all these emotions in the hips. I went home and I practiced this, and all of a sudden I just started crying. I just released. I had this emotional release from stuff that I'd stored up for years. And that's when it clicked for me. That's when I knew that yoga was the path. Anyway, if you feel any emotions coming up, it might be anger, it might be sadness, it might be frustration, it might be joy and love. I just want you to be aware of it. It's just a sensation, and breathe through it, okay? So some of us, we're literally just going to be able to move to here. Maybe some of us have got our legs even closer. Wherever you are, no judgment, it's all good. That's the point of yoga. Go to your edge. So if you're here, tilt the pelvic forward, so arch the back slightly, keep the chest up, and then just come forward and just breathe. Maybe after a few breaths, you can work your way down. If this is your first practice today, go nice and slow. There's no rush. The last thing you want to do is rip or tear these muscles, because you'll be out of yoga or any fitness for a long time. So there's no rush. That's what yoga's all about. It's about slowing down, allowing that spirit, that intelligence inside us to guide us through our practice, guide us through our lives, our relationships, our jobs. And we have to surrender to that, because that intelligence is far more powerful than the intellect and that monkey mind, all right? And maybe after a few breaths, you can go a little bit deeper. I'm going to be quiet so you can enjoy this. And maybe you can go all the way where you bring your forehead and down to the floor. Wherever you are, take a moment to breathe. And feel the sensations. And let go. Maybe you can go one more, a little bit deeper to your next edge. We'll take a few breaths here, really surrender and let go. And if you are feeling any physical sensations, we would label it pain, or any emotional sensations, we would label it feelings like anger or depression or frustration. Just be a witness to it. Like, I can feel the legs. It's okay. Don't need to fight it. I just want you to breathe through it. In yoga, they say be comfortable in your discomfort. And if you can practice this in a stretch like this, it's easier to be more comfortable in the discomfort in our relationships, or when the world goes crazy, or when we lose a job or a loved one. Be comfortable in your discomfort for 3 breaths. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, inhale very slowly. You come back up. And I want you to enjoy that release. You can feel it in the legs as you rise back up. It should be a tingly sensation. That's the release of energy. This is the spirit awakening. And then when you're ready, inhale those knees together. Just take a moment just to sit here. Drop the head down. Breathe into your legs, into your spine, or wherever you feel the sensation, and enjoy it for a moment. Nice and slow, there's no rush. Beautiful. And when you're ready, you come into your final position, your Shavasana. So your legs will go to the front of the mat. Very nice and slowly, very mindfully, come down one vertebrae at a time. And you'll just drop your head onto the mat. And you're like a starfish, basically. So the legs and the feet are out mat width all the way out to the edges. Hands are down by the side, palms are facing up. And we're going to stay here for a few moments, and we're going to end our practice here. So you can stay here for as long as you like. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let go, and relax. Feel the aliveness, the energy moving around inside the body, and surrender.